Star Wars and Kingdom Hearts together. Some say this crossover is a good idea. Some say it's crazy. Me personally, we're gonna find. I'm. I wouldn't mind if that happened, especially if it's the original trilogy or the Clone Wars. But and who knows? It might. We saw what a possible clip of it in the Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer, and so it might be. So it might be in Kingdom Hearts 4. Will it be? We'll find out for sure. But for now, we're doing this fan fiction podcast. Hi, my name is Narusuke Fan in Kentucky,
I'm Phineas Diaz.
and welcome to another Kingdom Hearts podcast. This time it's about Star Wars, which a lot of fans debated if Kingdom Hearts and Star Wars would make a good idea. We don't know about that, but from what we do know is this podcast is going to be fun. We're going to start. This starts off after Sora fades away, and like in the Avengers podcast, it starts after Sora fades away into another universe. This time, the Star Wars universe. We have that same scene where Mickey says, "I was afraid of this. He used the power of waking, but it cost him his own life to fade away to another universe." And Riku asks, "And you knew about this? And you didn't tell anyone?" "Yes." And of course, Riku got mad. Understand? You mean? Is there a way to get him back? Master Ansem, I know. Then Kyrie comes up. Then what are we waiting for? Let's get my lazy bum back. Then she looks up. Meanwhile, the other galaxy, it's like the first scene of Star Wars with C-3PO and R2-D2 at the Death Star. Of course, we all know it happens after Rogue One. Actually, we'll start the scene with with them doing the Death Star plan. Then we see that Darth Vader scene of him destroying the rebels, which was probably the best Disney Star Wars scene ever.
Yeah.
Let's face it. Even though he in the limited amount of screen time, Darth Vader owned that movie.
Yeah.
And we see Leia having the Death Star plans. Then I believe C-3PO was looking, and R2-D2 was saying, "Did you hear that?" Forgive my R2-D2 impersonation. "We'll be destroyed for sure." This is the way to escape the princess this time. Then the stormtroopers, in that scene, that's the only scene we've seen them make their shot.
Yeah.
Then something unexpected happened. Heartless appeared. Oh my! I could see C-3PO said, "Oh my!" And R2-D2 that translates to "Screw this, I'm out of here." That sounds like something the robot chicken R2 would say.
Yeah.
And we're gonna have some robot chicken jokes a little bit
Okay.
because they're too funny, aren't? Anyway, I believe after they got separated, then we see Darth Vader's first scene in the original movie of him looking at the death of the rebels' bodies, and we hear that infamous breath. And then after that, Leia gives R2 the the Death Star plans. Then she escapes. Then after that, I believe it was she tried to shoot one of them. Then they caught her. And,
He said stun. He wasn't gonna hurt you. He said stun.
yeah,
Like
she'll
you
be
said,
all
we're
right.
doing robot chicken jokes.
Yeah, I did. yeah, I don't know if I saw that one.
I think that was in like the first special.
Oh, yeah. Then we see one of the stormtroopers, Gary the stormtrooper, and his daughter. oh,
Yeah.
it's take your daughter to work day, and my wife had never seen. Then he says, I'm probably getting fired, but fuck it, I love my daughter. that really hits me where I live. Then they heard him say, the Death Star plans were not in being controlled. Where are those transmissions you intercepted? What have you done with those plans? We interception. This is a council ship. Diplomatic mission. If this is a council ship, where is the ambassador? Then he chokes him. Commander, find those plans and set them apart. I want them alive. Then when we see that scene of, I believe after that, C-3PO and R2-D2 reunited, and they went in the escape pod.
Sir, if we don't shoot this pod, I feel like it's gonna be very bad for us.
yeah. It would have been funnier if it was the Here's the Bright Idea guys said it.
yeah.
Meanwhile, we see Sora. Like Yuzora, unlike Yuzora, he wakes up in a desert planet. He said, "Am I an Agrabah? I don't see anything, so I don't think it is. I don't think this is." Then he keeps on walking until he sees a mysterious figure in a. It's an organization, man. Then he draws out his keyblade. And then he feels all dehydrated and fainting again. And the old man, the figure walks up to him, and he takes off his hood to reveal himself as an old man. It's
Hello, young friend.
Who are you?
They call me Ben.
Yeah, and I see you have the Keyblade.
Hey, how do you know about? I know a lot, young one.
yeah. But first, we got to get you some water.
Let's get you inside before the Tusken Raiders show up.
Yeah.
The what? The Sand People. Okay. I guess he's sort of like, right. He's like so confused.
Yeah, and all the other scene with Luke played out.
And the Jawas.
Yeah.
What do you
mean? yeah, all that's played out like the original, where we meet Luke and Owen and Beru, and I kind of like that scene, when that dinner scene, and when he says
talking about Anakin.
Yeah.
Oh, you may know. I'll get to that one later.
Yeah, we'll get to that when we get to that. And then when he says he knew he died at the same time as your father, he knew my father. I said not to bring it up, or something like that.
I'll just forget it.
Yeah. Then he
there's also this time this Sith woman came looking for you, but we fended her off. What?
Yeah, we're not doing. That's not canon here.
I'm just making a joke for.
I know. Or this. Then he's talk about that the harvest when I need you the most. Look, it's only from one more season. Once we get these droids better, we'll get you to the academy. I promise.
Wait, what academy was he going to? I never
I have no idea.
understood that.
Yeah, that's what the part where he said. That's what he said. Biggs and Welch left, I believe his name. Where are you going?
Oh, that was the deleted scene, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Where we met Wet Biggs early.
Yeah. I don't know if that's canon or not.
Usually deleted scenes aren't canon, so.
Yeah, that's true.
Can we get that scene of Luke outside with the John Williams score playing?
Yeah. Do 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 do.
Yeah, John Williams is a great composer for that.
And he's still composing.
Or he retired.
Maybe he's just composing for Star Wars.
I mean, like, I feel like the movies can't work without him with the music.
Right. But I think he earned his retirement.
Yeah, he did.
I mean, he made Star Wars, Jaws, Jurassic Park, E.T., Indiana Jones. He even did Home Alone. They're some of the greatest movies of all time.
Yeah.
Anyway, we see that scene play out, and while the next scene is Yen Sid talking. Is them going to Yen Sid and said, "I see. He abused the power of waking and sacrificed his life, so Kyrie won't stay there." "Do you know where he went, Master?" asked Mickey. He went to another He went to a galaxy far, far away.
Huh?
Yep. You don't mean...
Mickey, in hindsight, maybe I should have warned Sora about this. Whoops.
Yeah. You don't mean... Yes. He's at the galaxy of the Jedi. The Jedi? The Jedi are like key bearers. Only they have no attachments.
More hypocritical.
Yep, they have no attachments.
But they do.
Yep. But key bearers can... That's why key bearers are different. Key bearers can show love. Look at Sora and Kyrie, for example. Then Kyrie pledged, I don't... Oh, Riku said, "Oh, please, I saw you share the powdered fruit. And I saw you kiss...
Plus, it's obvious you two like each other.
Yeah, and Aqua said, I saw it too, and I've known you guys for just a few days. Call it women's intuition. But I doubt Aqua would say something like that, though. So what do we do? Ask. In order to... There's another... Well, a few of you must stay here and deal with some heartless. Another group must go to the Jedi galaxy. I will send you there, but I'm not sure it'll be the same location as Sora is. Do whatever. Who wants to go? Who do you think would go to the Star Wars universe? I know Kyrie, Riku, and Donald Goofy will. Yeah. And Terran Vengo?
Maybe.
I'll go, says
I feel like Terry and Aqua would be good choice because I feel like those two could be a good team.
Yeah. I could see Aqua say, I'll go too. On the way, I'll train Kyrie to become a Keyblade bearer. And Master Yensen nods and I'll go too. No, you gotta stay here. You gotta You gotta make sure the Heartless doesn't destroy many worlds. And would Roxas go too? Or stay? Roxas and Shion and Axel?
Maybe they stay.
Yeah, I don't know what to do with them. And then Sora gets told the story of Darth Vader, but he doesn't know that who Darth Vader is. If you know what I mean, he was just told about how Darth Vader betrayed the Jedi and killed everyone, and he was seduced by the ducks. He was talking about the dark side of the Force. Then they learn about. I don't know how, but we'll see that scene of him having. I said the greatest disturbance in the Force, Luke. Who? You'll find out. Meanwhile, back at somewhere in outside of the galaxy, we see Ahsoka Tano meditating. She's gonna be part of this, and it's Rebels Ahsoka,
Okay.
the good Ahsoka. She still feels guilty about her master. Because we know that infamous scene in Rebels. I could see her blaming herself for Anakin turning to the dark side, don't you?
Yeah.
Then she sensed something in the Force. Then somehow magical being. And out comes Aqua, Kairi, Riku, Donald, and Goofy. And Donald complains, next time you enter the universe, I'm bringing a pillow. Gosh, where are we? And Ahsoka is shocked to see. Wait a minute, this is the son of the universe. Then she greets Ahsoka with, hello. I can see Aqua and Ahsoka being best friends here. Or should it be Kairi and Ahsoka?
Or both.
Yeah. Who are you? My name is Master Aqua. And Master? Are you a Jedi? No, I'm not a Jedi. I'm a Keyblade? I thought they were extinct, says Ahsoka. Well, it's kind of a long story. Then they explain Ahsoka. I see. So you think the Sora, you're looking for Sora, and you think he's in this universe? Yes. And you don't know where he is? No. I would help you, but I'm in hiding. Ahsoka, Kairi asked why. Then she explained the whole story of the Order 66. And how she helped escape with Rex. And Aqua says, well, we're here. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. She's very sympathetic. I know what it's like to lose a master. She's thinking about Ericus.
Mm-hmm.
And then we had that scene of Ben meeting Luke. Oh, after he got attacked by that Jawa.
That was a sin. The Tusken Raider.
Tusken Raider, right? Sorry, I got those mixed up. Then, then Sora, then they get attacked by Heartless, and Sora and Obi-Wan join together and defeating them. Then they check that they're Luke. Then R2 said, "Oh, don't be afraid. He'll be all right." And then Luke wakes up. Ben, am I glad to see you? Well, now what trouble here, Luke? Ben said. It's destroyed. He claims to be to claims to look for his former master, but I've never seen devotion of a droid before. He claims to be the property of Obi-Wan Kenobi. Do you know him? Obi-Wan Kenobi. Obi-Wan. Now, that's a name I've not heard in a long time. A long time. So you do know him. Of course I know him. He's me. I have a gun by the name Obi-Wan since all before you were born. So yeah. So this droid does belong to you. I seem to don't remember any other droid. Which is kind of...
Sorry, I have to do that because of all the inconsistencies with the prequels in this.
Yeah.
Oh, he says you actually know each other, Sir Kenobi.
Do you think Obi-Wan was maybe Obi-Wan was lying that he owning R2? Well, technically he never...
No, Padme owned R2, but Obi-Wan knew about R2.
Yeah.
With the Clone Wars and the prequels.
Yeah. Did we see that scene of them helping C-3PO? No, my father was in the Clone... Then they talked about his father. No, my father was in the Clone Wars. He was the navigator of space flight. That's what your uncle told you. You didn't hold up to your father's ideal. You fought in the Clone Wars? Yes. I was a Jedi Knight, the same as your father. And Sora, young Sora here is a Keyblade. Yeah. What? And young Sora here was a Keyblade wielder. Keyblade wielder? Yes. Keyblades are like Jedi Knights, only they show attachments and love.
And Sora... I said it's probably what led to our downfall.
Yeah. And Sora here came here from another universe. From another galaxy, I mean. Because he used it to save the life of his love, Kyrie. And Sora said, he doesn't deny he loves Kyrie. Because they, as you know, they're...
Obi-Wan's telling this and he's remembering that lady he liked on Mandalore that Maul killed.
Yeah.
That's a Satine, was it?
Yeah, Satine.
Yeah. You think he's thinking about her as he's telling Luke this?
Yeah.
Because you could tell Obi-Wan had feelings for her.
Yeah, you knew he was in love with her. And I love that Anakin teased him about it, too. We need to, since we know about Padme now, you need to ask about Pat. Did you know my mother too? Yes, she was a young lady. She was very strong-willed, determined, and Sora asks, "How did Anakin feel about sand?"
Oh, he hated that shit.
Yeah,
this is actually the planet he was born on.
Yeah.
And when my master freed him.
Yeah. How did he die? a young
All right,
Jedi.
I can tell you the real way. I kind of chopped his arms and leg off, and he burnt to a crisp in a volcanic planet.
Man, these jokes are
Okay, I'm
hilarious.
having way too much fun with this.
Yeah, me too.
It's kind of
Anyway,
like that how it should have ended special edition of Star Wars where they pretty much say all this stuff.
yes. I wish they
Oh,
would.
and oh wait, he's not dead. He's Darth Vader. Your father. What?
We have that scene as where
And Princess Leia is your sister.
that's improbable. And the Force, it's just it's just a bunch of midichlorians. And if you're not gonna take this seriously, I'm heading
Okay,
out.
we're not gonna do this seriously completely.
Okay, back to the story.
Okay.
We'll still make jokes, but we gotta move on.
Okay.
A young Jedi named Darth Vader, who was a pupil of mine till he turned evil. He hunt down all the Jedis. He betrayed and murdered your father. Now all the Jedis are
Well,
extinct.
certainly not all of them. There's still a bunch running around.
Right.
I mean,
Vader
there's
was
this kid named Cal who fought against your dad.
right. Vader was seduced by the dark side of the Force. The Force? Well, the Force is what gives the Jedi his power. It's an energy field that surrounds us, penetrates us, binds the galaxy together. Sora says, and Sora asks, "Am I one with the Am I one with the Force?" And he says, "No, key bearers are not." Which reminds me, it's your father's lightsaber. It's a weapon of the Jedi Knight. He used this to kill younglings.
Yes, you will not believe the blood on this sword's hands.
Yeah. Then they found a recording of Leia. Said, "Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope." And
Oh, I gotta go bail you out of something again?
yeah,
Again, Kenobi.
right. You must learn the ways of the Force if you're to come with me to Alderaan. Alderaan? I can't go to Alderaan. I gotta get home. I'm late for it as it is. I need your help, Luke. She needs your help. Sora can help too, but I'm getting too old for this.
Yeah, right.
Look, I can't get involved. I got work. It's not like the Empire. I hate it, but there's nothing I can do. Right? And Sora can just ask Luke, does your heart look into your heart? And ask what it's decide. He's right. He's right, Luke. Keybearers always look after their own hearts. Look, I can take you out to Mos Eisley. You must do what is right. Then we have that infamous. Then next scene is the Darth Vader scene. When he,
Where he's torturing Leia.
yeah,
Was that it, or was that where he's meeting the council?
I think the cap.
Tarkin. Was it Tarkin?
Yeah, and that's where he said, "What is it, Lord Vader?" I sensed it. I sensed something. A presence I've not felt since. It's not the Jedi. They're all extinct. No, but this presence. Then we have a flash.
Do we get that scene where he like force chokes that guy? That
Yeah.
questioned the Force.
Yeah, he felt Sora's presence here though, or should it be later where he feels Sora's presence?
Probably when they get on the Death Star.
Yeah,
He feels him and Obi-Wan.
but this will be the scene where he knows about Keyblades though. We got
Okay.
he got the. I find your lack of faith disturbing.
Yeah.
Enough of this, Vader. Release. Then we see that scene. Then Vader says something. The Jedi are extinct, and so are the Keybears. And I can see Tarkin said, Keybears? Ha! They're a bunch of myths. Can you buy him think Keyblade Wielders and Kingdom Hearts are myths?
Yeah. Somewhere Xehanort is shaking his fist in anger.
Yeah.
Freak am I?
Yeah. I could, you know what? If Peter Cushing was still alive, he would have been a good Xehanort.
Ooh, I can see that.
Yeah.
He's already menacing enough.
Yeah, and ironically, he was a sweet guy in real life.
I can see that. Guy wore slippers on the set of Star Wars, so
Yeah, and you know, Robert Englund is a sweet man himself, and he's Freddy Krueger.
yeah. I can
That
imagine all these guys are pretty nice.
yeah. And then so then we'll see Ahsoka and Kyrie again, just not for a while. Okay.
Okay.
Um, we have that scene in where they see all the dead sand people, or
Mm.
then. But before that, we see Owen and Baru get captured and burn them alive.
Laugh at the little orphan Annie joke.
Yeah. You tell them it was funny back then, and it's funny now. Ha ha ha. Little orphan. Then they get burned. You know what?
Oh,
They always
you
see.
really are an asshole.
Yeah, I know. I love that.
Only Imperial stormtroopers are this accurate. I'm sorry, I can't say that with a straight face.
I know. So far, this is one of my favorite podcasts we ever done.
Yeah, there's just so much to make fun of with this.
Yeah, and
Especially trying to combine the continuities together,
yeah,
despite none of this really happening back when these movies were made.
yeah. You know, we're making fun of the good Star Wars as well.
Yeah,
That's because we love the series.
yeah.
Then, then Sora realized. Then we had that scene. Then after that, we had that scene of Luke realizing that if they chase the robots here, then that'll lead them back home. Oh wait, Luke, it's too late. And Sora says, "I better go after him before he does something stupid."
Hmm.
He fought. And we had that scene of them.
He jumps in Luke's speeder with him.
Yeah, and then they see the bodies, the burnt bodies. And Sora says, "I am so sorry." Then we then then we
There's nothing you could have done, Luke. You'd have been killed too.
then he says, "I want to go with you. There's nothing for me here. I want to learn the ways of the Force and become a Jedi like my father." Then he and Sora asks, "Obi-Wan, I have a question. Yes, could Luke summon a Keyblade?" Yes, no, we can't. His heart is strong, but not enough to wield it. But he's also Force sensitive, and I if you're
Wait, how do you know that? Never mind. I just know these things.
yeah.
Despite knowing the real reason why.
Yeah, and don't tell Luke he is. I won't.
Don't tell him yet.
Right.
Well, you'll somehow cause it. You'll ruin the best twist in movie history.
Right. Actually, he won't say it, but he would think because his heart's not strong enough. That's the reason. But he knows the real reason.
Yeah.
He'll tell him later. Mos Eisley. Yeah, find him. never find a scum and villainy. We must be cautious. Sorry, I forgot that line.
You'll never find a more hive of scum and villainy.
Yeah, we must be cautious. Then they get stopped by stormtroopers. How long have you had these droids? About 4 seasons. They're up for sale if you want them. Let me see your identification. You don't need to see his identification. We don't need to see his identification. These aren't the droids you're looking for. Yes, they are.
He can go about his business.
You go about you. You can go around your business. Move along. Move along. Move along. The
Dad,
30 years.
you're not even trying.
Baby, it's 162 degrees. I can't hear what I was repeating what the guy was saying. Just why I take my daughter to Jack's. 30 years later, he's drinking coffee, and then those were the droids we were looking for. Actually, 3 years later, then he see the Death Star is about to be blown out. I said, "Oh crap!" These jokes are so.
Maybe Vader should have sent his 501st Legion to do this.
Yeah. Yeah. Then they get walk past the door and said, "Hey, what happened to that Watto guy?" Then they see pictures of Watto and said, "Who's that?" And Obi-Wan says, he's no one has seen him in years." Of course, I'm talking about Watto.
Yeah. Eisner's back?
Then they go to the Mos Eisley.
Hey, we don't serve their kind here. Who? Your droids.
We don't want them. Could you wait by the speeder? We don't want any trouble. I hardly agree with you, sir. It's gonna be sword ones. Then he says, "So, do you have some? What do you have here in this galaxy?" Asks Luke. Sora asks Luke. Says, "Blue milk."
We have blue milk.
Do you have something like soda or something?
What is this soda?
Coca-Cola, Pepsi.
Nope, nothing. We have blue milk.
I guess it's better than that crap Riku made when we were kids. Luke asked, "What was it?" Then we have a flashback scene of them trying to make a drink, and Sora drank it, and 5 seconds later he threw up. You don't want to know. Then he gets bothered by that one creature, and then the other guy says, "He doesn't like you." Sorry. I don't like you either. You better watch yourself. We're warned, man. I have the death sentence of 12 sisters. Why are you telling me this?
You should be lucky Greedo doesn't go and get his bounty.
Yeah.
I would have just shot that guy.
Then Luke says he'll be careful. You'll be dead. This little one's not worth the effort. Come, let me buy you a drink. Then he pushes Sora, and Sora gets all pissed, and he's about to attack, but then Obi-Wan uses lightsabers, and they hear, "No blasters! No blasters!"
And Obi-Wan cuts his arm, like, Sora's like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah. While they were looking for then that's where he meets Chewbacca. While they were looking for a pilot, Sora was looking at a lot of bounty pictures. And then he looks at one and says, "This is Tetsuya Nomura." Wonder what his bounty was.
Nice little in joke.
Yeah.
Also, I see this Cal Kestis here.
Yeah, and then he scowls at the name Mahashi Kishimoto.
I don't know who this is, but I instantly hate him.
Then he sees Ichiro Oda. Says, I kind of like him for some reason.
I can see Oda having a huge bounty just because he's a better writer.
Yeah.
I mean, wow, he's on the Empire's Most Wanted list.
One of, and what about Nomura? What would his bounties will be way higher than Kishi's as well.
Yeah.
Because Nomura has his fair share of bad
He's
writing.
got his issues, but his are more forgiving.
Yeah. I mean, he planned Soren Kairi, and it happened. I could see him in an interview after Soren Kairi gets married. He says, "You had Soren Kairi married. Did you plan all this?" And he says, "Oh yeah, I planned this from day one. In fact, I was gonna have
was
him."
very subtle about it.
Yep. And I asked, "Were you gonna have Soren be with nominate any plans, even though he barely talked to her?" He said, "No, who would be stupid enough to do that?"
Then it cuts over to Kishi, like, shut up.
Because they're similar in a lot of ways, Kishi and Nomura. Only Nomura is more subtle. Anyway, back to this story. They meet Han Solo. Han Solo, Captain of the Millennium Falcon. Chewie says, "You can get me on board." He said, "Indeed, it's a fast ship." A fast ship? You never heard of the Millennium Falcon? Should I not have?
It made the Kessel run in less than 12 parsecs.
And so I can see
If I
source
remember that right, it was 12.
Yeah, and I can see source that could whistle. Says that that's faster than the Gummy ship. Who you and Han says, "Who
you a pilot too, kid?"
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
A bunch of things out in space, including this thing called a Schwartz Geyser, and its own battleship.
Yeah.
If you go, as I'm referring to that huge thing in that galaxy before the graveyard.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you got to do like 5 different fights to get the main thing.
Yeah, I hated that. I didn't mind the Gummy ships, but I hated that one.
Well, I actually had to do it for the Orichalcum.
Right.
To get the Ultima weapon.
I'm still haven't gotten it yet. It's anyway. Then he says, "If it's gonna cost you, how much?" 10,000. 10,000. We could buy our own ship for that. But who's gonna fly it, kid? You bet I am. I'm not such a bad pilot. We don't have to. No, we'll give you 1,500, 15,000 once we reach Aldrin. Plus 20, 17, huh? You got yourself a ship, Docking Bay 94.
I can see Sorg going like, "Where do you have that kind of money?" My friend is a senator who's been aiding the rebellion since its inception. Because I'm pretty sure Obi-Wan was going to get bail pay for that.
Yep. $17,000. Those guys must be really desperate. Come on, let's get the ship ready. And we have that infamous Greedo scene. Going somewhere? Yes, Greedo. I was just about to meet your boss. Yeah, Jabba was looking for you. He wants your head. Yeah, but this time I got the money. If you give it to me, I might forget I've seen.
I
I
don't have it
have
with me.
Tell Jabba that Jabba's done talking to you. Even I get bored sometimes. You think I had a choice? Tell that to Jabba. He'll take your ship as well. Over my
Over
dead.
my dead body.
That's
Yes,
the
I'll bet
idea.
you have.
Han, of course, Han shot first.
Okay, so we are having the Han shot first thing, right?
Yes.
There, happy.
They're happy. I shot first. I can see Sora sensing something. Like I can see a lot of people satisfying. Then he sees Jar Jar Binks in frozen carbonite. And that's it. Then again, I hear a lot of cheers.
why would Jar Jar be on Tatooine?
Someone, he got kidnapped,
Oh, okay.
and Sora was about to free one person. No, don't do it.
Do not do that.
Why? Just no.
You do
Just
not know what you're unleashing.
yeah. Okay.
Because I can see Obi-Wan's going like, no, you best not. He's really not worth it. The most annoying thing you will ever have to deal with.
Yeah.
Oh, whoops.
Then
Why about each how it should have ended in the prequels? They always killed the Jar Jar.
yeah. Then Sora accidentally opened it and said, "Oh, Misa Jar Jar Binks, how are you doing?"
Okay, put it back in.
Then he pushed back and put him back in frozen carbonite. Never. And then
I
Luke,
warned you, Sora.
yes. Then Luke hits him on the head and said, "Sorry,
Oh, sorry.
I won't do that again." Although, is he the worst thing ever?
He's up there. I heard this black-haired emo kid is even worse.
What did he do?
He's
You
the
don't want to
biggest
know.
dick ever.
Yeah, and I heard that he heard this. Yeah, wait. I know what you're talking about. He heard this pink-haired girl that loved over him. It's like if Kari sipped over Riku, and even that, I'll take that.
I can still see Riku treating Kairi better than Sasuke treats Sakura. Riku has more class.
Yeah. Hey, I have a question. Do you have you? I've heard something about space pirates there. Have you ever met a pirate named Jack Sparrow? He said, "No."
Who?
Never mind. And of course, here comes the One Piece joke. And I also saw this kid as a bounty hunter. He did. I mean, this kid has a bounty on him. His name is Monkey D. something. And what would Obi-Wan say?
Oh, I think I've heard of that boy too.
And
He can stretch, and he's even dumber than you. It's like, hey, wait a minute.
yeah, because Sora's not the brightest cookie.
Yeah, but Luffy's dumber.
I don't know if Sora's dumb.
He's not really dumb in that kind of sense.
He's not Naruto or Goku or Luffy stupid.
No, he's not. Dreamed up distance notwithstanding.
Right. But he's not.
Okay, when you were playing Dream Drop, did Sora just feel off when you played it?
Yes!
Okay, it wasn't just me.
I thought he was stupider than he was stupider than Naruto in that. Even good.
Riku seemed more in character than him.
He was still in character, but he was still stupid.
Yes, I literally told you that 5 seconds ago.
Yeah. Thank God they fixed Nomura fixed him in Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yeah, I guess the backlash over Dream Drop was enough.
Yeah. I mean, he was still his same goofy self. But I don't want Sora's character to change.
I at least want him to like develop more, since that's kind of what's needed for every character.
Yeah, he did, and he'll develop more in here.
Probably during Empire.
Yeah, and after all that, they make it to the Millennium Falcon. Luke's reaction: "What a pile of junk!" And Sora's reaction: "Wow,
Wow, this beats the gummy ship so much.
And then
Hey, but what about this ship over here? The Astro Mega ship.
What?
I'm putting a Power Rangers joke in there with the Astro Mega ship from In Space.
Oh. Yeah. Anyway,
I heard it turned into a robot.
yeah. Then we said, then Han says, if you get on by. Then they get chased by stormtroopers. Then we said, are you guys ready? And Sora said, and we hear that scene of C-3PO says, oh, I forgot how much I hate space travel. And Sora asks, does he always complain?
Yes.
He asks R2-D2 that. And Sora can understand R2. I can see him understanding R2, don't you?
Not at first, but maybe later.
Maybe later. And Sora and Luke have their dreams. Luke wakes up. They go to sleep for bed. I mean, then Luke has a dream. He has a dream of him. You had this dream of him turning into a clown and going. Then he wakes up and said,
I had another one where I turned into a human cockroach. That's a Guyver reference.
Oh.
Where that actually happened to Mark Hamill in that movie at the end.
I think I've seen that review from Bennett the Sage, I believe.
Yeah, he did the first one with the critic.
Yeah, I remember that.
I know what they're doing. Did they give him any dignity? None whatsoever.
All right. Sora asks Luke, what happened? I dreamt I was this clown. This crazy, psychotic, killer clown. And I laughed a lot. You know I had to do a Batman the Animated Series joke.
I was also this fire lord that burnt half my son's face.
And Sora says, okay, I had this...
Okay, now you're just being ridiculous.
Yeah, and Sora says, well, you should hear my dream. I dreamt I was this bear. And my enemy was this weird guy. Country Bears reference.
No. I also dreamt I was in this movie where I was hosting this podcast, and the guy I was hosting was turned into a human walrus. And yes, that's a Tusk reference.
I know.
They've been in some weird stuff. Those two.
Who? Haley Joel Osment or Mark Hamill?
Both.
Yeah. Then Sora then we have a wholesome scene of him talking about Kairi. He asks Luke, "Have you ever had a crush on a girl?" No, not yet. I haven't met a girl like that. Don't worry, you will.
Mara Jade.
Yeah. And don't worry, she'll be canon. Who would play her?
I don't know. I mean, it's kind of past the point where anyone's gonna care in the movies anymore since Luke's gone.
Yeah, but I'm talking about in this podcast.
I don't know. I really don't know who would.
Someone beautiful from 1977.
The only person I can think might be Sigourney Weaver, maybe. Or
Okay,
Barbara
that would be
Bach.
good. Yeah, how about Sigourney? Would they be good chemistry? Mark Hamill and Sigourney Weaver.
I don't know. Maybe her or Barbara Bach.
Okay.
Yeah, put Ringo's wife in there.
Yeah.
I
Then
can see that more considering she was able to hold her own against Roger Moore in a Bond movie. So
okay, she'll be Mara Jane in our universe, but we won't talk about her right now. I can see Sora talking about Atlantica. What would Luke's reaction? You actually sang? Sorry, Sora. I just can't imagine you as a singer. I'm sorry. So, yeah. Let's stop talking about Atlanta.
we don't talk about that thing.
Yeah. And then that's not the weird part. I was in this world where we heard this queen named Elsa sing a song called Let It Go. And it's still in my ears.
People never leave.
Yeah. Meanwhile, we can see what Kyrie and the others are doing now. I can see Ahsoka having a disturbance on the floor. She says, "We must go to Death Star." I have a feeling a friend of mine is there, to Alderaan. We gotta help my friend. She senses disturbance in the force that something terrible's about to happen, and they join her. Then we have that infamous scene that targets Governor Tarkin. I should have suspected you were. I should have recognized your foul stench when I was brought on board, says Leia. Charmed. You don't know how pleasant I am excited to have you executed. I'm surprised you haven't had the courage to do it yourself. Man, Leia, I think Leia was one of the first badass women in movie history. One of them.
Yeah. That people seem to forget.
Yep.
Since apparently there's no women in Star Wars.
Yeah. Granted, there was a lot less women, but Leia is better woman than Rey and all the other female characters in the latest Star Wars movies.
Yep.
It's not that they're women; it's that they're poorly developed women.
No, it's how they're written.
Right. Poorly written, and we are not blaming the actress.
No, not unless they say something stupid.
Right. Anyway, then we see that Princess Leia, before your execution, I've sent my test the weapon on Alderaan. Alderaan's peaceful. We have no weapons. Please.
Peaceful, huh? Yeah, right.
Yeah. You prefer a military target? Then name the system. I grow tired of this, so this will be the last. Where is the rebel base? Then she looks at Alderaan and said, Dantooine. They're on Dantooine. There, you see, Lord Vader? She can't.
Destroy Dantooine! But wait! Vader, what the hell? Dantooine? You better get party in my house, for Christ's sake.
Yeah, why did you go there in the first sand? Oh, right.
Yeah.
Then he said, continuing operations, you may fire wing. Right? What? You're far too trusting. Tatooine is. Hmm, Tatooine is. I forgot what else he said, but don't worry, we'll be able to take care of a rival friend soon. No, then Vader pulls her away. Psh, I could see Vader having some sort of guilt.
Hmm.
Or would he yet?
I don't know. I
Or,
kind of feel him having that kind of ruins him
yeah,
at this point,
nah, yeah, you're right.
since we don't really know his whole deal.
Yeah, then at the same time, anyway, at the same time, Ahsoka and Obi-Wan has a feel a disturbance in the Force. I feel a great disturbance in the Force. It's like I feel it's like something terrible's happened. What is it? Then then he said, "You better get back to your training." And he thinks about it. Then he thinks. Then he feels another disturbance in the Force. It's Kathleen Kennedy. Ugh.
Oh no! Get the holy water.
Then we see then Sora sees Luke training with. You must said something about the Force. Then he said, "You mean it controls your actions?" Partially. And then he then he gets struck by, and then Han laughs about it and said, "You don't believe in the Force, do you, kid? I've been to a lot of galaxies, and there's no such thing all powerful Force." Then we see that scene of him putting on the helmet. Without the blaster, I can't even see. How am I supposed to fight? Your eyes can deceive you. Don't trust them. Then Luke tries that again, and this time he did. This time he blocked the laser. I call it luck. When I experienced, there's no such thing as luck.
Mhm.
Then we make the Alderaan, I believe, or what's left of
Or
it.
what's left of it.
Then Luke says, "I did feel something. I can almost see the remote. Good, good. That's good. You taking your first steps to a larger world." Then we have that scene of them. Our scout reached Dantooine, but they found the remains of the rebel base, but they've been deserted. Then Tarkin says, "She lied. She lied to us. I told you she would never consciously betray the rebellion. Terminate her immediately." Then Vader says, "With pleasure." Then he calls a Terminator. Arnold Schwarzenegger is the Terminator. Since he did say Terminator.
I
Or would it be T-1? No, Arnold's more iconic.
feel they're both iconic.
Yeah, but would Terminator 2 still work without Arnold?
No.
I agree. Then then Ahsoka asks, "What happened?" Oh no, it can't be. Ugh. Then she has this weird feeling in the force, like she did in Rebel. Ahsoka, are you okay? Ask her. I, uh, Alderaan, it's been destroyed. What? Luke had the same reaction when Obi-Wan said the same thing. How? Destroyed by the Empire. And that's impossible. That's the entire Starfleet couldn't destroy the whole planet. Take 1,000 ships with more firepower. Then they see another ship. Maybe they know. Maybe they know what happened. Asks Sora. Said Sora. No, it's an Imperial fighter. Says Obi-Wan. It followed us. No, it's a short-range fighter. A mini base around there. And then Obi-Wan said, "Hey, look at that ship." And Obi-Wan takes a closer look at it and widens his eye. It's a familiar-looking ship, and he says, "It can't be." What is it, Obi-Wan? Is that a friend or an ally? If I'm right, that ship is an ally. I think he would recognize Ahsoka's ship when he.
Yeah.
And Ahsoka says, "I sense somebody I haven't sensed." No way. What is it? But before she can answer more, they pull away by the tractor beam. Luke says, "I got a bad feeling about this." Then they say the Death Star it's heading for that small moon. That's no moon. It's a space station. It's too big to be a space station. Well, cause they're tracking me. There's got to be something you can do. There's nothing I do about it, kid. I'm in full power. I'm gonna have to shut. Not going away without a fight. Then Obi-Wan says, "You can't win." But they're all alternative ways to fight. Then the tractor beam pulled both ships. Kyrie said, "Oh no. What are we gonna do? Aqua, what are we gonna do?" Aqua, she asks Ahsoka, what do we do?" Then Riku says, "I got a good idea." Sora has the same thing. "Hey, down there." No, I believe it was before that was Darth Vader sensing Obi-Wan. Do you remember?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. I sense something. A presence I've not felt since. And I felt something else. Unfamiliar, but similar. No. Can't be. And he leaves. So they do exist. So they're key bearers that do exist. Better informed Governor Tarkin. Then the stormtroopers scan. Then they get some of them get knocked out. "Hey, down there! I could use a little hand here." Then he says, "Oh, it's great. First, I took my daughter. First, my wife chewed at me for taking my water, for not being happy about taking my daughter to work. Now this. When is my life gonna go right?" Of course, that's Gary, the stormtrooper. And it sucks more as he gets knocked out by Sora's Keyblade. And Sora puts on the stormtrooper suit alongside Han and Luke. And then Sora puts on the helmet, and Han asks, "How does that fit in your helmet?"
How does your hair fit in that helmet?
It's I don't know. And then Han says, "This is ridiculous. Even if I could take off, I could never make the tractor beam. Leave that to me." Damn fool! I knew you were gonna say that. Who's the more foolish, the fool or the fool who follows them? TK421, why don't you post? TK421, do you copy? Then out comes a stormtrooper who says he had communication problem. Take over bad transmitter. I'll see what I can do. Then out came Chewbacca and he blasts and they help him destroy the place, kill all the stormtroopers. And Sora says, "Boy, with this many bad guys, I'm surprised we haven't seen the Luke." Then he closes his mouth and said, "I better not say it because you know that'll happen." Then they see more stormtroopers. Then Sora gets into fighting Keyblade, and one of the stormtroopers, Sora, huh? Then the stormtrooper give him a hug and said, okay, who are you?" Then she takes off the helmet and said, "Someone who loves you." Kyrie? Then they kiss.
So Kyrie's just as a stormtrooper too?
Yeah, do you like that?
I can see that. While trying to like not draw attention that she's a girl.
Yeah. And I can see Ahsoka being confused, like, what are they? Are they? Of course, she knows what love is, though. To be fair, she remembers when that one, I believe Hulk's was his name, kissed her.
I forget.
But you remember what I'm talking about, don't you? In the Clone Wars. And so then Riku takes off his helmet. Riku, I would see. It's so good to see. Guys, these are my friends Obi-Wan, Luke, and Han, and Chewbacca. We're here to find a way to Alderaan. We were too, but it just got destroyed. And Sora said, "Oh no, what do we do? We'll worry about that later. Right now, we got to find a plan to get out." Then Ahsoka and Obi-Wan says, "Good to see you're alive in one piece. You too. You too." Then she gives him a punch, then a hug, and she said, I know about Anakin." And she said, "Yeah, I know too. This is his son, Luke." Then Ahsoka said, "Son?" Then she takes a look at him and said, "You do look like him." She gives a smile. And she hugs him and says, "Nice to meet you, little sky guy." It's cute, isn't it? And after that, I believe it was when they were looking for the tractor beam, and Obi-Wan says, "I'll look for it." Would Ahsoka go with him, or would she stay behind?
She might stay behind just in case.
Yeah. She says, "I'll go with." No, Ahsoka, you must stay here. It'd be best if they follow one Jedi. They better follow one Jedi rather than. But I'm no Jedi. I know, but you still have a lightsaber. But and you gotta help train. Luke says, "I want to go with you. Be patient, Luke. Stay with your friends and watch over the droids. But they must be delivered safe, or other star subs will suffer the same place as Alderaan. Your destiny lies different path than mine. And Sora, may your heart be your guiding key. And Luke, the Force will be with you always." Then Chewbacca goes, "Oh, boy, you said it, Chewie. Where'd you dig up that old fossil? Ben is a great man. Yeah, great at getting us caught. I don't see you give any ideas. What is better than hanging around?" Then they hear R2 go beep 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 beep. What is it? I found her. She's here. Who? Princess Leia. Sora's like, the princess? Prince? Kyrie asks, princess? She gets slightly jealous. No, it's not like that. It got all Kyrie. What's going on? They explained. The girl in the message. She's here. Where is she? Let's see. C3PO said, Level 5, detention block AA-23. I'm afraid she's scheduled to be terminated. Oh no. What do you gotta do? What are you talking about? The droid's on the message. The droids belong to her. She's the one on the message. You got. Now, look, don't get any ideas. The old man's wanted us to wait here, but he didn't know she was here. They're gonna execute her. Look, a few minutes ago, you didn't want to wait here in Japan. Now you want to do is stay? And Riku says, yeah, I agree. That makes no sense. Actually, he would agree with Han when that marching intention is not what he had in mind.
Yeah,
Riku says,
probably.
but they're gonna kill her. Better her than me, says Han. Now, and Riku said, now look, I agree that we should stay here, but we can't let her die. Then Luke says, she's rich. What? Rich? Yes, rich, powerful. Listen, if you rescue her, the world will be what? Well, more wealth than you can imagine. I don't know. I can imagine quite a bit. You'll get it. I better. You will. All right, kid. But you better be right about this. What's our plan? 3PO, hand me those binders, says Sora. Then he says, Donald, Goofy, you'll be. Hey, what's the big idea? I don't want to. And Goofy said, I don't know. Pretending to be Califer might be kind of fun. Then he says, okay, Han, here you go. Then Chewbacca roars, okay, Han, you put these on. Don't worry,
Chewie. I think I know what he has in mind.
Yeah. And Ahsoka says, I will stay here with the droids. You two go rescue the princess. Master Luke, what should R2-D2 do if we were discovered? Lock the door and hope they don't have blasters. That isn't very, very reassuring. Then they all put on their helmets. And Sora said, oh, I'm so nervous. I have never held a gun like this before. I never held a gun before. I can't see a thing in this helmet, which was improvised by Mark Hamill. Then they make it to prison, and they see a guard. What are you taking these things? Prisoner transfer from block 1138. I wasn't notified. I have to clear it. He points to the other officer. Then Chewie grabs one of the guns and says, he's loose! Look out! He's gonna tear us apart. Then they shoot the other pretending to be dumb, and I can see Kyrie says, I can see Sora take out his helmet. And how do they? How do they make? How do they shoot people in these? They don't. They miss. They miss their targets. Then we gotta see where this Princess of yours is. Then Riku says, "Here is cell 2187. You guys go. You go get. We'll hold on. Kari, come on. Let's. Don, Goofy, you stay with Riku and Han. Ah, right. Everything is under control. Situation normal. What happened? Had a slight weapons monster, but everything's perfectly normal. We're fine. We're fine. How are you? How are you?
I'm looking right in the reactor. Sheila, give me the plans for the Death Star. I see we can. I don't see why we can't have another reactor there.
Yeah.
Boring conversation. Let's build this reactor.
Boring conversation anyway. Luke, we're gonna have company. Luke, Sora, we're gonna have. And Sora unlocks the door with his keyblade, because you know the keyblade can open any lock.
Yeah.
Then they they see Leia and Sora says she's beautiful, and Kyrie gives him a glare and says, "Not as beautiful as you, Kyrie." Said, "I didn't." Aren't you a little short to be stormtroopers? Huh? Oh, the uniform. In fact, in real life, he wasn't. Mark Hamill wasn't short to be stormtrooper. I'm Luke Skywalker. This is Sora and Kyrie. We're here to rescue. Huh? We're here to rescue you. I got R2. I'm here with Big Kenobi. Big Kenobi? Where is he? We'll explain. He is here. Obi-Wan Kenobi? What makes you so sure? A tremor in the Force. And not only that, Ahsoka Tano is here. Surely they must be dead. Don't underestimate the power of the Force. The Jedi are extinct. You, my friend, are the only one that's left the religion. And what did you say? A Keyblade wielder is here. Yes.
No such thing.
I said 3 of them. Don't underestimate the Force. It's, like he said, Obi-Wan is here. The Force is with him and Miss Tano. If you were right, they must be not be allowed to escape. Escape is not his plan. I must face him alone. Then the stormtroopers show up and fire them. Then they shoot their escape. And Leia says, "Looks like you managed to cut off our only escape room. Maybe you'd like to go back in your cell, Your Highness." Then they tried to call C-3PO, but he wouldn't answer. Or they even tried to call because C-3PO turned off the communicator, but Ahsoka didn't know. So I'm worried. I'm worried about them. I gotta go find. But Ahsoka, I'll be fine. Aqua, you stay here. But any luck? No, I couldn't hear them. What do we do? This is some rescue, says Leia. And Kyrie says, "Yeah, I know. I know. I've been rescued better before. I had a better rescue before." If only Nominate was here. He's the brain, sweetheart. Then Leia shoots the garbage. It's a garbage chute. Why? Then he said, "Go, let's go, let's go." Then he said, "Either I'm kill." Then we said, "Wonderful girl. Either I'm kill her, or I'm getting to like her. Get in there." And they all get in. Get in there. I don't care what you smell. Big. Ew, what is that smell? It smells like Naruto the Last.
Yeah.
What? Sorry. For that. Sorry. It's just every time I smell something horrible, I say Naruto the Last. What's this Naruto the Last?
Don't worry.
Then once Han makes it, he tries to hire the hatch. No, wait! Would you forget that already? It's medically. Put that thing away or you're gonna get us all killed, says Leia. Absolutely, your worship. Look, I had it under control till you let us down here. You know it's not gonna take them long to figure out what happened to it. Could be worse, says Leia. Sora says, how? That's how. Then I hear Roars and that's how. There's something alive in there. That's your imagination. Look, I saw something move. And something just then Sora said, I felt something. Then he gets. Then out comes a big. Instead of that thing, that creature that. It's a big giant Heartless. And Sora says, of course the Heartless are here. Question is, who's controlling? We'll fight now, and then we'll fight later. It's Sora, Kairi, and Riku are the ones fighting the Heartless, while the others are trying to escape. Which would be a good boss battle, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
And you had to beat him before either you die or the room gets all squished. Even though I did like that scene when that creature captured Luke for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell was that? Asked Han. It's called a Heartless, says Luke. I mean, says Riku. It's a creature that devours any heart. I said, oh. Then after that, Luke tries to call 3PO, and Aqua's the one that discovered it. Hello? Aqua, this is Luke. Tell R2 to shut off all the garbage mashers on the detention level. Do you copy? Shut up down all the garbage mashers on the detention level. No. Did you hear that? Did you hear that, R2? Shut them down. Shut them all down.
Damn it, that was fish.
And then Sora and Kairi hunt on each other, being prepared for the worst. And then it stopped. Then the room started getting loose, and Sora said, "Oh, thank you." Then they kiss again. then 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 Aqua says, "Oh, they're listen to them. They're dying. It's all my fault." Said and Aqua rolled her eyes and said, "No, they're still alive. They're cheer. Why they're cheering?" And 3PO said, "We're all right." Then after R2 opened the door, they all dried up. Then Han shoots the garbage. And no, wait, they'll hear. He shoots it anyways. Says, "Come here, you big coward." Chewie shakes his head no. And then Leia says, "I don't know who you are, where you came from. From now on, you do as I tell you, okay? Listen here, you worshipfulness. Let's get this one thing straight. I only take one orders from one person, me. It's a wonder you're still alive. Will somebody get this walking carpet out of my way? No reward is worth this." And Kyrie says, "As a princess of heart, I order you to shut up." And I can see Kyrie saying, I like this girl. She's
Yeah.
see Aqua. Where's Ahsoka? And she said she sent something on the Force. And then we have that. Oh, what? We'll be up with you right away, says Sora. Then they get caught by the stormtroopers. It's that blaster. And Han draws out his pistol and
I think he
leaves.
still had the rifle at that point.
What?
He still had the stormtrooper rifle at that point.
Yeah, and I could see Riku following him. So I'll go with him to make sure he doesn't get himself killed. Come on, guys, let's go. And Sora, Kyrie, Luke, and Leia, Donald, Goofy go to that one room. I believe that's the part where they hear close the blast. No, that was Han.
Yeah. Open the blast doors. Open the blast doors.
I love that. It wasn't in the original, but that was one addition I'm glad they put in.
They get Obi-Wan versus Anakin. Round something, I forget what they're up to, counting all their fights. Guess what? I just met you last week. Fight. How did you get new legs? I seem to remember chopping those off.
Then we had the scene of Luke and Leia. I think I took a wrong turn. Then it shoots down the hatch door.
I think I just blasted the bridge controls.
They're coming through. And Sora says, "No problem, I got this." Then he had to summon. It's Tinkerbell. And
Tink, quick, we need to fly.
Yeah. And Kyrie, and then Sora says, "Kyrie, think of your happy thoughts." And she thinks of her and Sora's journey together. And she flies. Sora does too.
Woohoo! Off I go!
And they carry both Luke and Leia. because we don't get that kiss that when she kissed his cheek
Right.
for luck. I know it wasn't a romantic kiss or anything like that, but it's still weird.
No, save that for Empire.
Yeah.
Then
Then
it's back to Obi-Wan and Vader.
yeah, and Ahsoka too. I think Ahsoka would join the fight. It'd be more emotional and impactful.
Does that mean Ahsoka's biting it in this too?
No, actually, no,
Because the
no.
whole reason Obi-Wan did that was to give them time to get away.
That's true. She still lost though.
But did she like force speed away to the Falcon?
Yeah, I could. You know what? Before that, I could. There's gonna be a scene of Obi-Wan telling Ahsoka, don't, don't tell Luke what happened to his father. Why? He must figure it out on his own. The hard way. He'll find out, and it'll be the greatest twist in history. It still is the greatest movie twist in history.
Let him beat you. You had to. What?
Yeah.
What now? Will I do? Go crazy? Will I?
then we have that scene. I've been waiting for you, Obi-Wan. We meet
How did
again at last. The circle is down complete.
How did you get new legs? I seem to remember chopping those off.
Yep. When I left you, I was but the learner, but now I am the master. Only a master of evil doth. A lot of people complain about that fight scene, but I thought it was okay.
I think
It
they're
was
more
nice.
used to like the prequel era fighting.
Yeah. Apollo's a weak old man. You can't win, Darth. If you strike me down, I shall.
Remember when we did all these flips and kicks and stuff? Yeah, we got so old.
Yeah, I prefer the Empire Strikes Back fighting scenes.
Yeah, that's what got a little better.
Yeah, that's why
Like,
Empire.
has better fight scenes.
Yeah, it's a shame that movie was never nominated for the Academy Award for Best Picture. The original was. Of course, it lost Annie Hall. Then Sora, then Riku and Han says, "You know, I'm beginning to like you." Why is that? You got a lot of spirit. It reminds me of me, says Han. Cool. Then they met Sora and the others, and yes, what can we ran into some old friends. Is the ship all right? Seems okay if we get past it. Let's just hope the old man got the tractor beam out of commission. Then Sora has. Does anyone have any bright idea? And Kyrie said, "Here's a bright idea. Why don't we use Genie to why don't we use one of your summons to knock them out?" Said, fine.
Fine.
Then they see Ahsoka, and she gets in a battle with some of the stormtroopers. They ask, "Should we help her?" And Sora says, "Nah, I think she's got this. Actually, Aqua's the one that says it. Come on, Atu, we're going. Ben? They see Ben fighting Vader. And Obi-Wan smiles and closes his eyes. And Obi-Wan cuts him in half and says, "No!" says
He
Luke.
turned into dust.
Luke, it's too late. Blast the door, kid, says Han. And I can see Sora.
Wait, no. Like, oh, come on, man. You imagine Vader seeing the door getting shut, like, oh, no, come on.
Yeah. Oh, come on. I can imagine James Earl Jones saying that. But although he's not really a comedic villain.
We're surprised he didn't use the Force to, like, rip it open.
Yeah. Then Luke gets all sad and says, "I can't believe he's gone. There's nothing you could have done." And Ahsoka is crying. He was my master's master.
He trained my best friend.
He trained your father.
Man was a hero.
We're not out of the woods yet, guys. Can any of you shoot? Can any of you fly? Or Sora says, "Yes. Let's do it." Then we have the scene play out with like the original scene when they shoot the stormtroopers.
They shoot the TIE fighters.
TIE fighters, I mean.
Great kid, don't get cocky.
Yeah. I remember seeing that movie in the special edition theaters. It was something else. They're showing Star Wars movies in theaters this May.
I've heard they're doing that. I don't think they're around my area.
If they are in my area, I'll definitely watch the first 3.
I love to see Empire on the big screen.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I think a lot of people...
I could have seen the thing. Instead, I went to go see Lightyear.
Yeah.
I think I would have had a better time with the thing.
Yeah. We did it. Then R2 says, "Help, I'm melting. This is all your fault." Then R2 laughs.
They're taking a very big risk, Vader.
Yep. You sure this will better work? And Vader says, "So, he wouldn't know about Luke, would it yet? Wait,
not yet. I don't think.
But he did see. I could see him see the Keyblade. Said, "So, I was right. Keyblades are here. Later, I will inform the Emperor, the master." And we have that scene of not a bad of rescuing, huh? And Kyrie says, "They let us through. They're tracking us. Not this ship, sister." At least the information in R2 is still intact. What's so important? What's he carrying? The technical readouts on the battle station.
That were put in there specifically to destroy it.
Yeah, it's not over yet. It is for me, sister. I think it's for your revelation, and I'm not in it for you, princess. I expect to be well paid. I'm in it for the money. That's sounds like Star Wars right now. Or Kishimoto. You needn't worry about your reward. It's money that you all love, but that's all you'll receive. Your friend's kind of mercenary. I wonder if he cares about anyone or anything. I care, says Luke. So what do you think of her? And he says, I'm not trying to, kid. Although she does got a lot of spirit. You think a princess and a guy like me? No. and and Luke said, I think you're most. I think it. But let me tell you this: it's more likely than being with a girl that you barely talked to in 32 chapters or 32 pages. I love taking shots at Narahina,
Yeah.
no matter what. And then Sora says, "So, Mickey and the others are holding down the fort till we return." It's, then then Kyrie nodded yes, and Sora said, "I'm not leaving. Not until we defeat this empire and this emperor. I have a feeling he's going to be tougher than Xehanort." Which reminds me, whatever happened to Pete and Maleficent? Donald says, "Yeah, I haven't seen them since Olympus." Of course, it's like they were left off after they were completely pointless. They kind of were.
Yeah.
And that was a shame because they were great villains. Then then we have the Millennium Falcon at the planet Yavin, I believe.
Yavin 4.
Yep. We have that scene. We have that famous scene of that's impossible, even for what about the
They're going
two
over their battle plan.
yeah, and we hear that scene where he says that's impossible even for a computer. It's not it's not
These bullseye
impossible.
wall threats, my T16, they're no bigger than 2 meters.
Can I talk to you for a second? You were just it was that famous based off of a Family Guy skit. Which I was just being
Yeah.
may your ships may the force be with you. And Sora and Luke decided and Sora decided to join Luke with would Riku join too?
He might be part of the bombing run. Part of
Yeah.
Gold Team.
Yeah, Kyrie will stay behind. Will stay with Kyrie and Aqua. Will stay with Donald and Goofy. And I could see Sora having. Would Sora have an R2 droid?
Yeah, maybe. I think they all have them.
Yeah, but I'm gonna have him survive that and have him be close to Sora.
Okay.
How about R4D4 or something like that?
Okay.
I know, unoriginal. Of course, it won't be R3D. It won't be R3 because that one was a traitor. I'd love that. That's one of my favorite fights in the Clone Wars. R2 versus R3. It just only Star Wars can make two droids battle together look awesome.
Yeah.
I especially saw this one fan video of them using the Dual Fates. And then we have that scene with Darth Vader said, "It'll be a day to remember. The end of Kenobi, and it will soon be the end of Rebellion, as well as Tano." Then we, after that, I believe it's the scene where um Luke sees Han leaving. And says, "Yeah, I got some old debts to pay. Even if I didn't, do you think I'd be foolish enough? Why don't you guys come with? You both, we both could use in a fight. Come on, you're turning your back on them?" asks Sora. "What good is a reward if you're not around to use it? Besides, it's not courage; it's suicide. All right, well, take care of yourself, Han. That's it. What you're best at, isn't it?" And Riku says, "Han, you should take down the path before you go. You should listen to your heart before you take this path. I didn't, and it led me. I paid the price because of it, and I regret it ever since." And Han thinks about it and says, "I know what I'm doing." Then he tells Luke and Sword, "May the Force be with you." And then we see Luke, Leia, and Kyrie seeing them off. Kyrie kisses him, asks, "Do you still have my lucky charm?" "Right here. Keep keep it with you. I'm gonna give it back to you as soon as we destroy the Death Star."
What would Sora's like number be? Like red what?
How about Red 6?
Okay.
So Riku, Daddy has this banter with Riku, saying, "So Riku, why don't we make this interesting? If- How about whoever kills the most stormtroopers win?" And Sora says, and Riku says, "Deal."
So you do realize that a Y wing is way slower than an X wing.
What?
You know, a Y wing is way slower than an X wing.
Really?
Yeah, it's like friggin' slow.
Yeah.
So I played Rogue Squadron. They are like really awful.
I still haven't played those yet.
Not unless you have a GameCube.
Right? I sold mine because it broke.
Yeah, because in Rogue Squadron 2, you use a Y wing in a couple levels.
Right.
This is Red 5 standing by.
Red 6 stand by.
Red October standing by. Simply
Yeah, I
Red
love
standing by. I'm sorry, that was so funny.
it. My dad didn't like that Family Guy Star Wars thing.
Hmm.
I did. He, so would Source say this is better than flying an Gummy ship?
And I don't see him because I think he likes both of them.
Yeah. Look at the size of that thing, says Wedge. I didn't know he was also Knox in Batman '89. Was it?
No,
Wasn't he?
no.
Oh, not Knox.
You're thinking of Porkins as Eckhart, I
Yes.
think.
Yeah, Porkins is X card. Sorry, I forgot. I got mixed up.
I think that's right. But also, like, the guy that plays Wedge is actually Ewan McGregor's uncle, I think.
Wow.
Yeah.
Ewan's more connected to Star Wars than he realized. His wife played his wife played what was her name? I forgot her name from Rebels. You know who I'm talking about? The green hair, the green alien chick,
No.
Hera.
Oh. Oh yeah, Ewan's wife is Hera in the Ahsoka series.
Yes.
Ah, right. Okay.
Then they shoot all the X. I remember when I was a kid, I sat on my sister's lap and pretended to be in the X-wing. She's
Sorry, that the finale of this movie is just amazing.
yeah. The original trilogy is the best, has the best storytelling, and
I still remember playing the Star Wars arcade and playing that Star level.
yeah, and anyway, yeah, and Sora sees a bunch of heartless ships, the ones that you've seen before from the previous games.
Yeah.
He shoots them down and says, "Man, it feels good to destroy them." Stay low, Luke. I'm still with you. Riku, are you okay? Yeah,
Come, Porkins!
I'm fine.
Look, okay.
Have any of them ever survived the?
Outside Wedge, I don't know.
Yeah, I felt bad for Luke when Biggs died.
Yeah, I thought
No,
he
we
was
didn't know.
gonna survive.
Yeah, because that was his best friend from Tatooine.
Yeah.
He said, "I like that part where he says, Luke, at this speed, will we be able
You're
to
like, they
hold him
just
up?"
getting you back home.
Yep. Then we see that scene of Biggs dying, and Sora follows Luke at the exhaust point, and they're being followed by Darth Vader. And I have you now. And then Luke says, "Use the Force, Luke.
What? What?
Trust me."
Let go, Luke.
So Luke, trust me. Then he turns off the screen and says, "You turn off your target screen. Are you okay?" "No, I'm all right." I could see Sora say, "I trust you, Luke. I see you're trusting the Force just like I trust my heart." And R2 gets struck, and I lost R2. And I lost R4, says Sora.
What?
Hmm.
I have you now. Boom. Then Han shows up. What?
Yeah, and Vader. Someone saves Vader. I remember when I first saw that scene, I thought Vader was gonna die. No, I didn't think he was gonna die because I knew he was in these sequels.
This is gonna drive me in bananas.
Then he runs into. Then he runs
No one should
into.
help him, but I can't stop looking.
Yeah, then he runs into Hulk Hogan from Suburban Commando.
Yeah.
Watch it, Dick Cheese.
Oh, brother.
You have the clear, kid, to those bullets so we could go home. Way to
And Tarkin's just like standing there, like, Then boom.
yeah.
And meanwhile,
Great
the
shot.
50. Meanwhile, parts of the 501st saw that and are like, "No, our friends."
Mhm.
That's the main thing. That's one of the things in Battlefront 2 in the story that some of the 501st were on the Death Star when it blew up.
Yeah, I need to play those games.
If you have 70 gigs available on your PS5, or
I don't
4,
think it's worth it. I don't think it's worth it though. By that, I'm trying to finish Final Fantasy Rebirth, and the hardest thing is the card game. Believe it or not,
mm,
I'm just not that good at card games. I never was good at
yeah,
Pokemon. Heck, I never was good at Pokemon cards.
yeah, those cards are a gamble.
Yeah. Great shot, kid. That was 1 in a million. The Force will be with you always. It can't be, says Luke. Says Vader. I think this is the scene where he finds out Anakin Skywalker's still alive. Anakin's offspring is still alive. I mean,
I'm not sure when he actually found that out.
yeah. I believe there was a comic, but I'm not sure if it was canon or not. Which is,
Right.
I have a son. What? I have a son?
I have a son? That's wonderful news!
Yeah.
Meanwhile, he calls Palpatine, who's having a meeting.
Who's
Who's
they?
they?
What the hell is a Millennium Falcon? Alright, so who's left? Are you shitting me? Well, where are you? Wait a second. You've been flying off for 2 weeks trying to get a signal?
2 weeks? Sorry, that has to be in this.
Yes, it did.
Like, get your 7'2" asthmatic ass back here. I'm gonna tell everyone.
What am I sure about Patty Miller? Whatever the hell her name was. Like,
She's crying.
I can't believe that was Seth MacFarlane.
Yeah.
At first, I thought that was Seth Green. I'm surprised Seth Green never made fun of Family Guy on Robot Chicken.
I'm pretty sure Seth would have let him.
Yeah, he did make fun of The Simpsons one time. They said, "I love you too." And after that, the reunion, Sora and Kyrie kiss again. Would Riku get annoyed by that, or would he feel proud?
I think he accepts it.
I know, but what he said, I don't need to see you kiss all the time.
Yeah, probably.
And Sora says, "Aqua, guys, we're staying here, and we're staying here until we stop the Emperor, this Emperor guy. I have a feeling he's stronger than
We need our
Xehanort."
help.
Yep. And Aqua agrees. This was One Piece, and I can hear Usopp say, "No, I'm allergic to."
I'm allergic to fighting itis.
Yeah, but I don't think Donald's that big of a coward in Kingdom Hearts.
He's not.
In the Three Musketeers, he was.
Hmm.
But I don't know if that's canon or not.
Hard to
You know
say.
what I mean? Huh?
Hard to say.
Yeah. And Ahsoka tells Luke, "Your father would be very proud of you." I wish I'd known him. And Ahsoka says, "I'm pretty sure he's in your heart." I think. Do you think we have time to do both Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi, or?
No, we don't.
Yeah, you're right. We'll do Empire next week.
All right. At most, we could probably just have the girls help the evacuation because I'm pretty sure they got to evacuate Yavin 4 right now.
Yeah. I know that.
If the smoke is there, it could go faster.
Yeah. I believe after all that, they reunite.
They do that metal scene.
Yeah, and Chewie. This time, Chewie does get a medal.
Good.
Because he really did
Really never
deserve
got
it.
that medal.
Yeah. I remember Family Guy did a parody of that scene when Peter got his eyes back.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, when he saved Horace and said, that freaking thing was on fire?
Yeah, because he had nickel poisoning.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's where the Keebler Elves went with the war with the Rice Krispie guys.
Yeah.
Here's the snap. The snap.
After we hit the John Williams theme and it ends for now. But we're going to talk for another hour, okay?
All right.
Man, that was fun.
It was. I just love doing all those jokes.
Yeah, me too. And then talking and the crossover between Kingdom Hearts and Star Wars. Yeah. And I just love taking shots at Naruto the last.
Yeah.
That's my, especially last week when or a couple weeks ago when Naruto saw his latest bounty and it looked like his Naruto the last version.
Yeah.
Of course, when he gets older, he'll have a better bounty picture.
Good.
It'll probably look like Pumi's Naruto.
Yeah.
Because, but I would put it, but she'll probably sue me.
Yeah.
So we'll give him a Captain America look.
That's what I do in my comic.
Yeah. And Sora would look like Ryan Reynolds. Because I could see Ryan Reynolds as a Sora. Then, you know what I mean?
I think.
I know Sora's dorky and Ryan is rugged, but I don't. But I think Sora will grow up to be, you know. Of course, Kyrie will grow up to be more beautiful. I would love to see them as adults, wouldn't you? Sora and Kyrie. You okay? Hello?
What did you say before? You just cut out there.
Oh, I would like to see Sora and Kyrie as adults. What would they look like?
Good question.
Hopefully, they'll give Sora good hair.
Yeah. I like his Cage 3 look.
Yeah, me too. I think that's my favorite look. Makes him look more mature. I have mixed feelings on Kyrie's though.
I kind of like that one, but I'm more of a fan of 2's with the long hair.
Yeah, she looks more. I think she looks more beautiful there. And when she turns, I think she would be a bombshell when she turns 18.
Oh, yeah.
She'll look like
She'll look like a One Piece character.
Yeah, like Nami.
Yeah.
Well, someday we'll do Kingdom Hearts One Piece. Like it's gonna be similar to my Naruto and Kingdom Hearts podcast.
Okay.
course, Robin will. Of course, it'll probably take place after the Thriller Bark.
Okay.
Or no, that would be. Would that be OP Loopy? Luffy? I mean,
What, Nightmare Luffy?
no, I mean post Thriller Bark. He's because I wouldn't be equal as Sora in this.
I
Where
don't know.
you know what? Tonight I might do watch a Naruto movie. Watch one of the Naruto movies.
Cool.
It's not, and don't worry, it's not gonna be the last.
No, you still refuse to watch that, so.
Nope, not if you pay me. Pay me with. The only thing I might do it is if I get told that Kentucky basketball will go back to being Kentucky basketball if I watch that movie. I said, can I drink some booze?
You'll need it regardless.
Yeah. And ironically, I never drank alcohol in my life. You know what? You know what movie won the Academy Award for Best Animated Feature? I think it was the Miyazaki movie.
Yeah, because the guy that plays Miles said he was robbed.
Yeah. And they got offended with Jimmy Kimmel saying animation's for kids. I believe that was the controversy. And Amy Schumer said it a couple years ago. Or was it Amy Schumacher?
Who knows?
Either way. Huh?
Who knows?
Anyway, they both said animation, and the director of Spider-Verse points out that animation is a medium, not a genre. Animation can be enjoyed by anybody. And he's right. Look at Batman the Animated Series. That is not a little kid show.
No, it's not.
Neither is Avatar the Last Airbender.
Nope.
You know, I'm looking at Twitter. There's this. I know that there's this one quote on Kingdom Hearts that was in Japanese, but it never was in English. You know what Kyrie said? Your feelings have reached me, Sora. Don't forget. She said, your feelings have reached me, Sora. Don't forget. It was the end of KH1. I would have loved to hear Hayden say that.
Yeah.
Nomura frustrates me sometimes, but not like Kishimoto. So I'm also gonna watch later on. I might watch some My Hero Academia. I still haven't caught up with it yet.
Yeah, it's worth it.
I know. And a Choco. I love a Choco. She's probably my top 5 anime girls.
Yeah, I love her too.
Of course, my number 1 is probably 3693 Sakura.
Yeah.
Number 2 is probably Nami. Number 3 is Ochako. Actually, number 3 is Winry. Number 4 is Ochako. Number 5 is Robin. Of course, you like Robin better than Nami, but I respect that. You're right about Robin though. I love her dry humor. I love her being anti-Robin to Shinakachu.
Yeah.
And of course, my favorite anime guy is probably Luffy. Right now, it's Luffy.
Oh, yeah.
Then it's pre-Pain arc. Pre War arc Naruto. The Kushina arc was not part of the War arc. Am I right?
It's what led into the war arc.
But it was still the last good thing Kishimoto ever did.
Yeah.
I know 5 topics on the Naruto podcast we'll do, or mini topics. Where were you when you found out the ending happened? I will say first, then it'll be your turn, okay?
Okay.
Then, and as soon as we get in the middle of it, it's going to be my James S. Cassidy rant. Oh. I think my favorite podcast I ever did was the first one we did with James S. Cassidy and Lucky
Yeah.
Sheep.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when Lucky says, "What do you want out of this? What did you want out of the series? Did you get what you want, or something like that?"
Nope.
I don't think Narahina fans are still happy, even after their pairing got canon. They're still not satisfied.
Nope.
If Narasaki was canon, I'd be happy, but that wouldn't solve everything. When it
No,
to you?
it wouldn't. No, it probably wouldn't if we get the level that Boruto is at right now.
No. I keep hearing mixed results that Boruto is doing good or doing bad. I don't know which one's true.
I go by what I hear on Heaven and Earth.
And I heard they're doing terrible. I don't know why do you know why I think they're not canceled? Because they don't want to admit they're wrong.
Yeah, you just keep chugging along your lifeless your life support corpse at this point.
Yeah, Boruto is basically Family
It's on life
Guy.
support. It really is.
What?
It's on life support.
Yeah, just like Family Guy's on life support here in America. And I keep hearing people are celebrating that Family Guy is not ending anytime soon. I was like, no. Just let it die, McFarlane. Let the series die.
Yep.
I've been raining on Family Guy too much today, but it's justified. It's perfectly justified. So are complaining about Naruto. And did I tell you that Yoko is working on Kingdom Hearts 4?
Yeah, I read that.
I wonder what that means. Is Kingdom Hearts 4 in development?
I hope so.
Me too. What if Kingdom Hearts saved Disney?
Nothing can save Disney.
Yeah, you're probably right. Could it save Square Enix?
Probably. Maybe.
Yeah. I mean, Kingdom Hearts is the only good thing Disney's doing nowadays.
Yeah, just hopefully they don't have as much creative control over the game.
Yeah, me too. Like the Frozen world, they didn't want. I think I heard Nomura want an evil Elsa.
I think I heard a theory on that. That was the plan, but they went against it.
Yeah. I mean, she wasn't really going to be evil. She was going to be controlled by the Heartless.
Yeah.
That sounds more intriguing than what happened in Arendelle in the game.
Yeah, we just have Hans in a pointless cameo.
Yeah, not developing his character further.
Don't even give him a line.
Yeah. And I can hear the argument. Oh, it's gonna be like if you fought him, it would have been like Clayton.
You can still have him turn into the ice wolf.
Yeah. Just give him something. Give him a reason to hate him. Give it better. I mean, Lamar could have done
you
better.
actually just play the game without watching the movie, you're not gonna know who the hell this guy even is.
Right. At least, the Tangled world, we knew who Mother Gothel was.
Yeah.
You know what else? Why? And I wish, and they blew an opportunity by having I See the Light.
Yeah.
And do you know what would have happened if they had that scene? Sora imagining Kyrie at the lanterns.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, it'd be one of the most romantic Sora Kyrie scenes ever. And what else is romantic? Also, another missed opportunity of Sora talking about Kyrie in front of Anna, and Anna squeals and said, "That's so romantic." And another wasted opportunity is we see Kyrie train more with Axel. That would have been it. And you play as her. That would have been interesting, wouldn't it?
It would.
You know, Cage 2 Kyrie's hairstyle reminds me of Robin's Cage 2 hairstyle. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, part one, One Piece Robin. Like, if she had redder hair, I could have swore that would be Kyrie's mother. Or older sister, at least. Yeah, I've been rewatching the Arlong art for my fic, for my Naruto One Piece fic.
Yeah.
I'm changing some stuff, but keeping most of it. I'm not doing them all because it'll take too long.
Hmm.
I still kept the Hachi scene because Hachi's important.
Yeah.
And also had Nami tell Sakura her plan with Usopp. Because I doubt, because I doubt, I think Sakura would have stopped the Nami if she didn't know what she was planning. So Nami told her.
Yeah.
Man, that Arlong art is probably one of the best arcs. Probably my top 5 arc. No, not just One Piece and all anime.
Hmm.
Maybe it's because we were starting to get to know the characters more,
Yeah.
and Nami's backstory is is tragic. I know Robin's was tragic, but
I think it was like Brooke, Robin, and Nami.
yeah, I mean, Nami saw her mother die.
And Robin kind of did too.
There's the thing. I don't know if her mother's still alive or not.
I'm pretty sure she's dead from that Buster call.
Yeah. The worst part is she never knew her mother.
Yeah, she hardly ever saw her.
Right. And I believe, and I doubt they have her dad. They'll have her dad in it.
Doubt it.
Robin's dad.
Yeah, I seriously doubt that.
Yeah, I mean they mentioned her. She mentioned their dad. They mentioned her dad earlier in the series. I wanted to cry when I saw it. Not gonna lie, and I want to live. I couldn't. I couldn't pull it off. That's why I had to play the clip that one week.
Yeah.
And you know what I might do in the fit? Have have to make fun of Kakashi. And he sneezes. And someone's making fun of me. Then he sneezed blood because he kind of deserves after all he was been a terrible teacher.
Yeah, he is.
He was one of the main reasons Sasuke went rogue.
Yeah, could have pulled rank on him and had him arrested.
Yeah. I'm still better at Kisha for letting Sasuke go out scot free, like nothing happened. He didn't get punishment.
Mm-hmm.
He got rewarded. What if you know how retrospect asks, what does Sakura act like this when she's around Sasuke? What does she see in that ass? I ask the same thing about Naruto as well.
Yeah, what is there to like about him?
Nothing. I mean, Darth Vader's more likable than Sasuke.
Yeah.
Because we see his transformation. We see his
Yeah. There's no sympathy there because Sasuke was already an asshole as it was.
Yeah, I keep saying, oh, his family got killed. That's why he's an unsympathetic asshole. I don't know. He was already unlikable before that.
Yeah.
In fact, Itachi made him even more unlikable.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Itachi's that likable.
No.
Mm. You know, we might do it. We might do another Kingdom Hearts Naruto fanfic. When we do, we'll do Toy Story 3.
Okay.
Because I was thinking about that movie the other day, and I remember I saw it in theaters. Did you?
Yes.
What?
I saw it in 3D.
Me too. I I remember the garbage scene when they all held hands.
Yeah. I just couldn't get over the 3D. It was giving me a headache.
The 3D gave you a headache.
Yeah, I had to wear the 3D glasses over my regular glasses.
Yeah, I did that too. But it didn't hurt me for some reason.
My eyes are a bit different because mine are pretty sensitive,
Yeah,
which is why I have to wear a hat outside all the time.
a hat.
Yeah, my eyes are really sensitive to the sunlight.
Yeah. And I did, and when the 3 alien toys saved them, I was so relieved, and I said I take back all the things I said about them because I didn't really care for their characters at first.
The clock.
I think that's I think that that's the best Toy Story movie in my opinion.
Yeah, though I kind of like all three.
Give me to all three equally.
There's only three of them.
Right. Toy Story 4 and Lightyear does not exist.
I think Toy Story 4 over Lightyear because at least there's some fun with that movie, but Lightyear is an embarrassment.
Yeah, I heard it was so boring.
There's no plot there. There really isn't.
Really?
Plus, Buzz's team is like so forgettable.
I mean, the one on there's his
Because
Saturday.
you actually remember them.
Yeah. Although I remember wishing that show was 3D.
Like I remember Mira, Booster, and XR more than those other three in the movie Lightyear.
So do I.
Plus, wouldn't Commander Nebula be looking for Buzz's team if they were stranded for like 60 years?
Yeah. It doesn't add up. And not to mention that stupid twist.
Yeah, that Zurg is Buzz from the future. I'm like, what? How did? Oh, you just ruined that rivalry.
I think if I saw that I said that ruined the movie for me. That would ruin the movie for me.
Like that is the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah. I believe that was the reason. I think that the main reason the movie sucked. That would be the main reason the movie sucked.
And the marketing told you like nothing about the movie.
Right, and that's fine because you don't want to get spoiled. But you got to give them some plot elements, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm more.
The answer is how Buzz's suit got that laser in the wings. Like I just assumed they always had those.
Yeah, and that made me. And another thing. You know the Buzz Lightyear video game in Toy Story 2? That was more interesting.
I think so. Yeah, the one Rex is playing.
Yes.
That's more interesting.
And that made me question, if that was a Super Nintendo, why does it have enhanced graphics?
That is a good question. Also, it's 99. Who's still playing Super Nintendo?
Yeah.
Shouldn't they have like PlayStation at that point?
Or Nintendo 64?
One of those two.
Yeah. I just and I love it that Kingdom Hearts made a callback to Rex playing video games.
Yeah, with the Verum Rex thing.
Yeah. And I thought it was gonna go nowhere. I thought it was just a joke.
I swear, Zoroark is a bootleg, a discount Noctis.
Yeah, or Riku.
I say Noctis more since I'm pretty sure that Verum Rex is a reference to Versus 13.
Right. Remember, uh, I think my other favorite Pixar movie is The Incredible, probably Incredibles one,
Yeah.
and I believe that was the last. No, not the last one I've seen in theaters. The last one I've Pixar movie I've seen in theaters, Incredibles 2, or no, Toy Story 4. And I, speaking of Toy Story 4, I did not like that Forky guy. Just thought he was a wasteful character.
Yeah. Plus, the villain isn't even really that interesting.
No, I mean
She's
I remember.
hardly even a threat.
Yeah, remember
Her
Lotso?
minions are more terrifying than she is.
Yeah, remember Lotso?
Yeah. Now that was a villain.
I was
Stinky Pete was a better villain.
yeah those were plot twist villains that I did not see coming. They were done right.
Back when they actually did good plot twists.
Yeah. And I love the toy, and I love the Buzz, the delusional utility belt Buzz. He was the funniest character in that movie.
My eyeballs come and suck from their sockets.
I think that's
real Buzz just pushes the helmet and he's like, "Ah," and just raises his foot. Buzz,
yeah.
what's going on? No, it's under standard code. You mean yes? And he's.
I wish he was. I wish he was in Kingdom Hearts 3. Him and Zurg.
Yeah, that's a missed opportunity. Is not having Zurg.
Yeah, I thought that was my biggest letdown in Toy Story in Toy Box. It was a good world, but that should have been the final main villain in that world.
Yeah.
That's why I had him in my fic. I had him as a Celia and.
Good job, son.
And you know what's that sad? He's a better father than Darth Vader.
Yeah.
Well,
Pretty sure Vader saw Naruto as a father. He goes, "Dude, you're an asshole."
Yeah, especially the way he treated his son. I think that Kishi's biggest crime was making Naruto a bad father.
Yeah.
And I read him defending that, saying we need drama or something like that.
Really? You need drama by giving the character daddy issues? Like the oldest cliche?
Yeah. I mean,
like, I know that's a thing in Japan where the dads are always complete scumbags, but still.
Naruto should be different.
I mean, Ishin's different from Bleach.
Yeah.
He's actually there for his kids.
Right, and Minato looks like a good dad.
Pity we didn't really see him as a good dad, because thanks,
I think he would have. He
would have set Naruto straight.
Yeah.
But no, it's not even like his mentors actually helped them do anything.
And I get tired of Naruhina fans defending Naruhina says it's like Goku Chi Chi. It's inspired off of it. It's like no one
Chi is
cares.
more useful. Chi is more useful than Hinata.
Yeah,
Chi can actually fight.
right. And not everything has to be like Dragon Ball.
Look, I know you're a Dragon Ball knockoff, but create your own identity at least.
Yeah, not every couple has to be Goku Chi Chi. I don't.
Or Vegeta Bulma.
Yeah, at least that's Sasu done right.
Yeah.
And
At
I
least
don't
there's
even.
actual development in their relationship.
And I don't.
Because you
And
actually
I
see
don't want.
Vegeta. You see Vegeta change over the course of the series.
And I don't watch Dragon Ball. And I know it's better Sasu. But you ever heard of you ever heard of this Narahina fan on DeviantArt Kovic?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, he gets on his Narasaku fans and trolls them. He
Oh,
gets
so
on
just a
Naruto.
troll, is that it?
I think he is
Would
saying
not
that,
surprise me.
and he said Naruto's based off of Dragon Ball Z, and therefore he must be with Hinata because Hinata is like Chi Chi. Well, how is she like Chi
That
Chi?
is not basis. That's not a base for anything.
Yeah, not everything has to be Dragon Ball just because they have big boobs or anything like that. You have to
So
have
for that logic, Luffy and Nami have to get together.
yeah, and I ship that. Don't get me wrong, I ship that. But at least you could buy them
But
together.
here's the thing. Chi I'd say is like a main support or mainish character. Hinata is nothing.
Yeah. When has Hinata done anything? And don't just say pain. She did not do
Well,
pain.
that basically made more harm than good.
Yeah. And they always point out the fillers and I ask, was it written by
Fillers,
Kishi?
not canon, does not count.
Had Hinata ever done something that was written by Kishimoto that warned her as a good character?
That was actually good. That actually contributed anything? Not really.
Nope. It's so frustrating that Hinata gets praised for doing nothing. She's
For
she's
fans to ever see that one character from Avatar that freaks out and has that foam from his mouth,
yeah, that's Narahina fans in a nutshell.
that's when and they that's them whenever Hinata does anything.
Right. She could just she could she could do something stupid and I'd still praise her. I was thinking what though? She could get the mail and be praised.
Yeah. She could walk around the village and still get praised.
Yeah. She's not that hot. She isn't
I
hot
mean,
at
if
all.
you compare like One Piece characters or Bleach,
Yeah.
like she's low on there.
Yeah. I mean, Nami's a more interesting character.
See, One Piece can have hot characters and still be actual characters.
Right. Same goes for Bleach. Heck, the Pokemon girls are more interesting. All of them are more interesting than Hinata,
Yeah.
except for maybe Dawn. No, even Dawn. And I didn't watch much Diamond and Pearl.
Yeah. Even the one-off gym leaders and champions of Elite Four are more characters than her.
Yeah.
Well, I think Tenten is more of a character than Hinata.
Yeah, she does. I'm still confused by her ending.
Yeah, having a weapon shop, I'm like, would have been nice to see her say something about that or anything. This is
I
why
think
the ending is so frustrating because it seems like it's a complete opposite of each of the characters.
yeah, they should have made Tintin at least a teacher or a right.
Yeah, not just Shino. Which where did that even come from?
I know. Even the Silent Jedi made Haname's teacher.
I'm like this is so stupid. It's just so frustrating. Also, what's even Eno doing?
Did we see what she's doing nowadays?
No, she was in the park with Sai, Choji, and Karui.
The worst ending was Sakura. What would you feel when you saw Sakura?
Oh yeah, totally.
How did you feel when you first saw Sakura's ending? Do you remember?
What the fuck is this?
I was like, Sakura, what are you doing? Why are you a housewife? This is doesn't this go against what Tsunade taught you?
Shameless, shameless.
Shame on you, Kishimoto! Shame on you! that's what the nostalgia critic said on his Neverending Story 3 review. And her playing matchmaker.
Yeah, what was with that? Like, when has Sakura ever expressed any interest in Hinata's needs? Like, those two hardly even talk to each other the entire series.
Yeah,
I looked back. There's like next to no interaction between those two.
not even in fillers.
No, I'm not. I don't count fillers. It's not part of the. It's not part of the actual story.
Right.
Like, I think the one time they were actually on screen and together was when she was healing her in pain. That's it.
Yeah, and we saw that scene where she said Hinata loves Nart. I thought she was jealous when she said that.
She could have been. Who knows? It doesn't matter now.
Yeah. I mean, I read Hinata better developing fanfics than I do in Kishi.
I mean, ones that don't praise her to the nth degree.
Yeah, like the Silent Jedi, he developed Hinata better.
Oh no, VF Snake is like one of the worst ones. Because every story he has is the same thing. You have to confess this. He gets with her. She does nothing the rest of the story.
Right. And you know what? It bothers me that Kairi gets shit on for not doing much, but Hinata does worse, yet she's praised.
Yeah.
I mean, at least Kairi
puts the effort in and isn't scared.
Yeah, and she doesn't mess things up.
Kairi actually cares about her friends. You know that only cares if Naruto is involved.
Yeah, I mean, I lost respect for her when she said she rooted for Naruto over her teammate Kiba.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if that's your crush, but you got to support your team.
Be a team player, for God's sakes.
At least Sakura cheered for Naruto. And you know what? And during that scene, everyone doubted Naruto.
No, Sakura had faith in Naruto from then.
I think did Kakashi have faith in Naruto too, or did he doubt?
He might have doubted.
But not Sakura. Oh no.
I mean, he kind of doubted him for Neji because Kiba isn't really that strong.
Yeah, Sakura believed in him.
Yeah,
That's
he actually showed her that there's more to him.
that's why I think they should have been together. She knew Naruto better than anybody.
Yeah, I mean, remember that written exam? She was ready to quit just so Naruto wouldn't lose his dream.
Yeah,
Whereas
that's what.
Hinata was probably going to get caught in Naruto being an accomplice to that and would have lost everything.
Yeah, that's not love. It's
Because how? What are the chances that they would have gotten caught and kicked out
high.
if the sentries were that eagle-eyed?
Right.
Because remember when that kunai went right past Naruto and hit the guy's table behind him?
Yeah, I think so.
I actually thought that he got caught, Naruto.
Yeah. And remember when Sakura defended Naruto at Sasuke? At least he's not a coward.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm just so frustrated. Kishimoto is so frustrating, to say the least.
Well, there's one thing we can hold over the Narahina fans is that without Sakura, their precious Hinata would have been dead.
Right. Like without Sakura, the story would be dead. Sakura is more important to the story than Hinata.
Yeah. Sakura is their white mage.
Yeah. James S. Cassidy calls her Squidward. Calls her Squidward.
You know, I was actually thinking that too with all the Squidward torture porns.
Yeah.
It's usually Sakura, how she gets punished for no reason.
Yeah. Back then, though, Squidward did deserve to be punished.
Yeah.
But Sakura never
That
did.
just got out of hand.
Yeah. But Sakura never did.
No, we have to bow to the Queen Hinata. She's the only thing that matters.
Yep. And the sad part is Naruto doesn't hang out with his friends anymore in Boruto. That's what I've heard.
Does he even have friends anymore?
I don't think so. I think he hangs.
Like he's gotten rid of all his bonds, I feel.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I take that back. The only bond he actually ever cared about was Sasuke. So yeah, he has no friends outside Sasuke.
If he married Sakura, they would still spend time with Shikamaru, Choji, and them.
Yeah.
I read fics where he is as a father and a Hokage. He still has quality time with his friends.
Yeah. So this should not be an issue. He's lazy is what he is.
Yeah, it went from, this podcast, it went from Star Wars Kingdom Hearts fanfic to a Naruto rant.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, we do that all the time. I just pointed out.
The ranting is just
justified.
Yes. Because if you actually read the story, you're going to see, like, how is this even written by the same guy?
Yeah. I believe his best work was probably, what would you say the best arc in Naruto?
Part 1 or 2?
Part 1.
I don't know. Probably the Stand Invasion, because I really don't want to give credit to that chasing Sasuke arc. I really don't.
No, I didn't like that arc either. Yeah,
I felt like the fight between him and Gaara meant more than him and Sasuke.
I mean, yeah.
Oh, that's not even a fight. It's just Naruto letting Sasuke beat the shit out of him.
Yeah, and Naruto had a goal to save Sakura. I mean, I know his goal is to save Sasuke, but I felt like he did save Sakura.
There was a time where I thought Sasuke was gonna change when he said he wasn't gonna let his comrades die again, but like, nope, nope, not happening.
Right.
Yeah, 2 hours later he's gone and even an even bigger ass.
Yeah. That should have killed off Sasuke when Sakura was begging and he said, "You're still annoying." In part 1?
Yeah. I would have given Sakura an ultimatum. You either get over Sasuke or you don't or I don't train you. Simple as that.
Right.
Because really all it did was hinder her.
It made, I think it made her feel worse.
Yeah. Sasuke just ruins everybody's lives.
He ruined his own daughters.
Yeah, I still call BS on how she gets her eye power up so easily.
I don't know how, but I don't really care. I don't, to quote Retrospect, I just don't care.
Or Peter, or that meme with Peter. Oh my god, who the hell cares?
Yeah.
Because nobody cares. Nobody cares about Boruto.
He's a useless character.
You had 15 years to make the series interesting, but you blew it.
Yeah. I mean, Shinakachu, a fan kid, is more interesting than a canon
I've
character.
even read YouTube comments saying that he's more interesting.
Who, Shinakachu?
Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
At least he doesn't have daddy issues.
Yeah. And he gets along with his dad.
Yeah, his dad's actually in his life. Whereas Naruto is just being completely ignorant.
Yeah, or Boruto's dad. I still can't call him Naruto.
Yeah, he's not Naruto.
Crazy Steve Naruto. Like they call Frank Miller's Batman.
Yeah.
And
There's so much potential wasted in this stupid series.
I hope if they make a series about Sora's son, he's not Bolt 2.0.
Yeah.
I hope he's
And
more
hopefully
like...
they stick with him and not just go back to Sora because the kid is not interesting enough.
Right.
Kind of like how they did the Gohan, where they set Gohan up to be the new main character after Cell, but then went back to Goku and Boo.
Yeah. That would have been...
Because honestly, I felt Gohan was more interesting.
Than Goku?
Yes.
Yeah, at least I don't think... Is Gohan an idiot like his dad?
No, Gohan's actually smart.
Oh, thank God. If they make
It's just
Sora...
his Saiyan half is just falls into those same traps as Goku and Vegeta did.
Right. If Sora had a kid, would they make him like Sora or like Kyrie more?
Good question.
I think they would make him like Kyrie a little bit more in terms of intelligence. Because I think Kyrie is an A student at school.
Yeah, I can see her being an A student.
And she being a math tutor. And I could also see her being a babysitter to kids.
Yeah.
And when I can imagine their kids calling Riku Unky Riku.
Yeah.
How would Riku feel?
I don't know. You probably like it.
Yeah, you know what else I've read some fanfics where Riku is like a cool uncle to Sora and Kyrie's kids.
I can see that.
Something Sasuke is not.
No, Sasuke is a loser.
Yes.
Oh, your plot armor won't save you this time.
I would love to see that fight. Riku. I saw this one fan animation of Riku fighting Sasuke. It's not the versus series. It's different, and Riku won.
but wait, which version of Sasuke was this?
I think part 2.
Like early part 2 or like War Arc part 2?
Early.
Oh, okay, so no Mangekyo or EMS or Renegon.
No.
I'm just glad Sasuke lost his death battle.
Who too?
To Hiei from Yu Yu Hakusho.
Cool.
Because when that fight happened, I posted, yes, finally, he lost. He lost.
Do you think they'll ever do a Luffy versus Naruto death battle?
I like that, but I don't know how that'd play out.
Yeah.
I'm open to it, but I don't know. Naruto is so broken right now.
Yeah. I'm
still waiting for Hinata's fight.
A who fight?
A Hinata death battle.
How about Hinata versus Scrappy Doo?
Well, Scrappy, if he has that demon rightus, he probably wins.
Yeah. I still think that was stupid in the scoot. It's better than Velma, but I didn't like how they made Scrappy Doo the villain.
Yeah, it's really dumb.
Yeah. Velma being bad doesn't mean the Scooby-Doo movies are good.
No, Velma is just poorly written.
Yeah. You know, if I ever do a nostalgia critic review of The Last, I would have Naruto says, "Please get me out of this movie." Dub it.
Oh, kill me.
And the scene, how about the scene where he sulks over Hinata? He says, they ask Naruto, "What do you do?" "I'm trying to kill myself. I don't want to be in this movie anymore." Do you know do you know what I think would be his biggest rage moment? The rivalry, the love me because of the rivalry thing.
Oh yeah.
It'd be up there with his never-ending story or Signs.
Patch Adams one.
What?
His Patch Adams one. Okay, movie. Yep. You're getting a weapon, movie. You're getting a weapon, movie.
And Kishi.
Or he just like flips it off like, no, this is all I can say. Beat on it. Beat on it.
You know, I never seen that movie, but they say it's one of Robin Williams' best perform.
Like what? Patch Adams?
Yeah, some people like it because of Robin Williams. I think.
Yeah.
But I don't think he couldn't save that movie just because
Plus, when you have the actual Patch Adams saying it was awful, you know you screwed up.
Yeah, I mean, not every movie has to be based on a true story, but not like that.
At least get the person you're making the movie about's input, assuming they're even alive still.
Yeah. I bet at least I'm thinking of other movies like Oppenheimer did their research.
Yeah, Nolan is somebody who does research.
Yeah. And you know they made an Ed Wood too, and Ed Wood as well. They made. I never seen that movie, but I heard they made research on him.
Cool.
Johnny Depp played him.
Yeah.
I never seen it. Have you?
It's where that line goes, "Oh, what do you know? Haven't you ever heard of suspension of disbelief?"
Yeah. Yeah.
If I remember right, that's a Burton movie, isn't it?
Yeah, Tim Burton directed it. It showed that Ed Wood just loved making movies. You knew they were bad, but he still loved making them.
Yeah. Here's what I'd rather watch Plan 9 than the last.
I think I'd rather watch High School Musical than the last, and I hate those movies.
Yeah.
Or Home on the Range, which is probably the worst Disney animated movie ever out of the animated canon.
Yeah.
Some people say it's Frozen. Frozen's both overhated and overrated.
Yeah.
But that's how I feel about it. Well, Tangled is probably the most underrated Disney movie ever.
Oh yeah, I could see it being really underrated when compared to like Frozen.
Not many people talk about that movie.
I think Tangled's got the better story.
Yeah. And you haven't seen Wreck-It Ralph, have you?
No.
That movie was really good. I don't want to be the bad guy anymore. And Bowser spit fire. That should be. I say that would be in Kingdom Hearts, but too many copyrights.
Yeah. Plus, he's already a summon in 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm more surprised Capcom even allowed them to use like Zangief.
Yeah.
Again.
I wonder if they would have used Mortal Kombat as well.
Probably not. That's too violent for Disney.
Yeah. And they should have done in Wreck-It Ralph 2 when Sonic explained the internet. In the trailer, I saw in the trailer, I said, "What's this DeviantArt?" And Sonic said, "Don't go in there." Why? Just
yeah. Yeah, the Sonic fandom is weird.
Yeah, I like Sonic, but it's crazy. I mean, they're crazier than Star Wars fans. And that's saying something. And they also had a wasted opportunity of not having Sora in Wreck-It Ralph.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, it'd probably be similar to that Insomniac Spider-Man cameo.
Yeah.
With Yuri as the voice.
Yeah.
I think next year will be Spider-Verse 3.
I hope so. Kind of hoping how this will play out.
I hope it ends on a high note.
Yeah.
Would you say that was the best Spider-Man movie?
It's up there.
I think Spider-Man 2 is the best.
Yeah, same.
Even though I think it's the best, my favorite is the first one. Because that's different. Your favorite's not the best. Right?
Yeah. I mean, I like the first one a lot.
Maybe because Willem Dafoe.
That was actually a good movie. Because this was like
Yeah,
still in the early days of comic book movies.
it still holds up.
But at
Believe
this point, we only had like X-Men and Blade
yeah,
because
the
Batman
movies.
hadn't resurfaced yet.
Yeah. Uh, then Spider-Man 2. Actually, Hulk
Oh yeah,
wasn't,
Hulk was between those.
and Hulk wasn't very good.
No,
I saw that movie in theaters and I was so disappointed.
mm,
Especially the editing and and the acting. Eric Bana was so bland. He did not have any emotions.
yeah,
Oh, Hulk! And you know what? I liked Batman and Robin when I was a kid. And looking back at it now, I was like, why did I like this movie? Maybe because of the bright colors and the corny lines.
yeah.
And you know what? I watched Batman '89 when I was 3, or 3 or 4. I'm still surprised my mom let me watch that movie.
Yeah.
Do you remember your first movie you saw in theaters?
No, I don't.
I think mine was Aladdin. Because I guess I was 3 when I saw that movie. Yeah, I was. 'Cause 92. Like we were talking about earlier, the 10th anniversary. I remember I was being depressed that day. All day, I was so depressed when the ending
Yeah,
happened.
I
After the
was
ending,
too.
did, did people ask you why you were depressed?
I didn't say because I don't think they'd understand.
Yeah, I remember telling my dad, and he was puzzled by the ending.
Like what?
Yeah, he didn't know. He doesn't even know anything about Naruto, and he was puzzled. Then I made my first draft of my Naruto Kingdom Hearts fanfic on Heaven and Earth. It wasn't good, but I was so depressed that I didn't care. I mean, I rushed Narasaku, but I was so mad that I didn't care. You know what the worst part about Naruhina being canon? The Naruhina fans rubbing it in.
Oh yeah, they're some of the worst.
If Narasaku became canon, I would not have rubbed it in. I would not give them their time of day. Instead, I wouldn't celebrate on Heaven and Earth,
Yeah.
singing one of the best moments. It's just, but you know what? The ending also made it still made me love Narasaku even more.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, it wouldn't stop. It didn't stop me. Kishimoto thought he was gonna sway me into Naruhina, but he's wrong. And I'm when I remember reading the spoilers to Naruto the last. I was like, that's how it happened, really? What about you? Did you read the spoilers before you saw the movie, or did you watch the movie?
I think I watched James's video on it, his podcast.
Yeah. And then were you like, are you serious?
Yeah,
I don't know. And I also remember listening to Lucky Cheese, final Naruto podcast by Lucky Cheese 7 and James and others. I,
Hmm.
I was listening to it not too long ago again.
mm.
I was also looking at Lucky Cheese review of the ending, and when he says if this happened, if Naruto happened like that, he would still be disappointed.
He's not wrong.
Nope. There were still many issues.
There's still a lot of like holes that never got done.
Yeah. Do you know I would lose respect for Netflix if they put Naruto the Last on it?
Ugh.
I don't think they haven't yet. But what if they put it to Road the Ninja at the same time? I might watch that. Road to Ninja isn't perfect, but at least Naruto
It
and
feels
Sakura.
more like a Naruto movie
Yeah,
than the last fanfic.
yeah. I remember. Lucky she said not. This movie's like a Disney princess movie. No, Disney princess have more personality than
No,
Hinata.
the last is Swan Princess.
Yeah, like
I remember you posting that on fanfic about that to me.
yeah. I saw that. You know what? I saw that movie when I was 5, and I did not like that movie when it came out.
You had till childhood to do this, and you still screwed it up.
How is that possible? I've seen better like I've seen better developed couples that knew each other for 3 or 4, like 2 to 3 days,
Yeah, which is most Disney couples.
and they still had chemistry.
Yeah.
And from when I've seen clips of Naruto the last, Naruto and Sakura still had chemistry.
Yeah, they did.
Especially that scene where she's and speaking of that, Tokai's version of I saw a preview of part 2 of it.
Yeah.
I'm excited for that. Hope we see it soon.
I never saw that. I never finished the first one.
I did it. It felt like Naruto movie to me. You know when he finishes it, he'll merge it
Yeah.
into one part. It'll feel like a Naruto. Then that will feel like Naruto the last.
Probably have the same runtime.
Yeah. But hopefully the pacing will be better. Maybe someday I'll ask for permission and I'll do an I'll do a fan cast for Naruto the last.
Okay.
Of course, I would. I don't know if my voice would fit Naruto though. I don't think I'll do it.
Hmm.
But you know what? They still did fix Temari. That guy is.
Yeah, there's no fixing him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's still the most bland and forgettable character.
Even Hinata's more memorable than him.
Not by much.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna end this. Okay.
All right.
We'll see you next week.
We'll see you next week.
Bye.